Mustafa, is there recording? Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله قل بفضل الله وبرحمته وبذلك فليفرحوا خير مما يجمعون رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك إنما الأعمال بالنية وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى. Today, inshallah, we're going to continue from where we left off yesterday. Alhamdulillah. Again, I apologize for yesterday because I like to take my time after I do the section to actually ask myself if the message was well, passed. It's going to be left to the audience to ask if it was well received, because I realized yesterday that I was all over the place, and because of my situation, where I was just trying to make up the time and not just leave you guys hanging. But I apologize for that, and inshallah I'm going to try to make it up today, to revisit the verses and do justice to the explanation, bismillah. Even though I was still explaining yesterday, I felt I would have been more explicit and just be more calm and just do justice. But Allah is the best of knowledge, and we pray that He forgives us wherever we have wrong. So the same verse, but regime. We said this verse this section itself actually up until verse 20, up until let's say 29, it's still like the same scenario. It's still speaking of the story of the people of Antioch, and how the disbelief becomes of them. So today, basically, I'm going to try to break each of it down and what led to what happened and all of those business. So بعد أعوذ بالله, Allah said, وَاضْرِبْ لَهُ مَثَلًا أَصْحَابَ الْقَرْيَةِ إِذْ جَاءَهَا الْمُرْسَلُونَ. Allah said, O Rasulullah, remind these people that you have given your message to. Remind them of the group of people, Ashab al-Qarya. Qarya itself is like a group of people in a city. Now, when you go to the book of Tafsir, they said it is called Antioch, but in Arabic it's called Turkey. In Turkey, it's like Western Turkey. A few miles, like if you calculate this in hours, it's like 30 or 30 something hours to Rome. And Allah said, remind them of these people, and Ashab al-Qarya al-Mursalun, when we send messengers to them. Now the next verse explains the messengers that were sent. And the book of Tafsir, reminded us that who are the messengers. And because the Quran does not give the name. And yesterday I mentioned the name Sadiq and Sadiq, the two of the first messengers, and the third one that came afterward. But in after my research from yesterday to today, another book of Tafsir, he said he gave a different name of these people. He gave a different, let me look it up real quick. So I'm not speaking from self-thought. Tafsir al-Tabari. So in Tafsir al-Tabari, he explained that these messengers themselves actually were before the arrival of Jesus. Another set of scholars said these people actually during the lifetime of Jesus, during his era of revelation and era of prophethood. But Ibn Tabari, he said that they were messengers that were sent before Jesus Christ. And Prophet Isa, you and I know that it was the last messenger that gave the message of Islam before Prophet Muhammad. So either or, it still kind of makes sense. So the generalization of this falls back to the word Allah told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that there are messengers that I have sent. I gave you the knowledge of few of them. I did not tell you the history of all of them. But Allah said, there are some of them I gave you the explanation, what becomes of them. What was the history, how was the people relation and interpersonal communication was. Allah said, some of them were the one that gave story and history, but some of them I do not. I kept it to my own to uphold the sovereignty to myself. And this same scenario falls into that verse that Allah told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what we want to pick here is, it is not about who the messengers are. It is what the message is. And it is the message that Allah is reestablishing that Rasulullah should, affirm to us that truly, messengers have come up unto, people, but they disbelieve. And this is what the people said. They said the same thing that the people who has come before them always say, that, we are just bashar. And let me move forward a little bit. He said, we sent two messengers to them. Allah said, they disbelieved them. They denied the message which they have brought to them. They call it lie. Why? Because they were people, and these people, to explain further about the people of Korea, they were enjoying sustenance of Allah. That is why they call them the dwellers of the city. They were enjoying the risk of Allah, the blessings. So they were, the kings living the life of monarchy, in that era. And, they were powerful, strong, elites, But with what they have, they said they think nothing of the truth or, could come to them, even though they see it as truth, but they still disbelieve. And everything falls back to what Allah has promised, that their ending will be punishment. Allah wants to surface that. Allah also wants to surface that His mercy comes before His punishment. His warning comes before the punishment. Then Allah said, remind your people of a set of people that has come before them. The messengers were also sent to them, and the message of Islam was sent to them. They disbelieved. Their ending was bad. Allah said, remind the people of your era, Muhammad. And even this falls back to us, that we should be reminded that if we receive the message and we say we do not adhere to it, punishment would become of those who have disbelieved. And I said today that, this is also a call out to the king of the world today, who think they are in position of authority and they are disobeying the word of Allah that the scholars are disclosing to them, because they think they are in a position of authority and they can do how they please. For them is a place of authority in this world. And also Allah was the one who gave it to them. He can take it within the tweaking of an eye. But on the day of judgment, the whole sovereignty will be to Allah. And Allah will tell the angels, hold on to these people that has disbelieved the message that they have brought to them, because they think they own a spot in the world. So that is just a brief explanation of who the Mursaluns are, the messengers are, and who were they sent to. Like I said, we just want to pick what was the message and the reason for that. It was a pointer for Prophet Muhammad to give to us as a warning. Then Allah proceeded. He said, they disbelieved these two people, right? Because they have disbelieved, they punished these two people. Actually, they imprisoned them. And the next verse downwards explained that they imprisoned them. Allah said, because they have taken them as lies, they disbelieve the message we send them with. Now, because Allah wants to justify punishment upon these people of Korea, these people of Intokya, Allah said, for us, we send the third one. We strengthen the two people that were disbelieved, that the injustice was placed upon them. Allah said, we strengthen them, and we strengthen the message for these people to actually know that those two people that you have, lied against, or you take them for fake, they have come with the truth. Allah said, we send a third messenger, to strengthen them with the same message, Faqalu, and they said, Inna ilaykum mursalun. The three of them, the qalu there is jamu, is a pluralized, the three of them. They said, Faqalu inna ilaykum mursalun. The three of them said, we are messengers. You have seen what we have brought, but you denied it. Then the proceeded said, Qalu ma antum illa basharun. Who are you? You are just human. Miss Luna. This is where they get it wrong. They said, you are just human like us. You hit like we hit. Then they were asking themselves, when you go to Ibn Kathir, he explained this, that, the question they asked was to say that if Allah was to send an angel or a messenger, they have chosen us because we are people of Korea. We have wealth, we have risk. Then if Allah wants to choose a messenger from human being, we eat, we drink, they would have chosen us over you. So they get it wrong from there. Illa basharun misluna. You are just a human like us. We are even more popular than you. We are wealthy. We have the authority. We have this. We have kings among us. We have sustainers. You just come in. What we see on you, we don't believe it. You brought message. If a message would have come, it would have been from one of us. I remember the people that have come, Prophet Musa, people like that, most of them, they said the same thing, and they disbelieve. And Allah continued, he said, Wama anzala Rahman. Then I remember I explained this yesterday. Faqalu Wama anzala Rahmanu min shay'in in antum illa taksibun. Ar-Rahman there means Allah. They themselves know that Allah is Rahman. Wama anzala Rahmanu min shay'in in antum illa. Allah does not send you with nothing because they have affirmed. Allahu Akbar. Quran is so sweet. Quran is so, because they affirm that Allah himself is Rahman. That means they know that the messengers have come with a message from Rahman. Allah, that means they have come with a merciful message from Allah who is Rahman. They know that. They don't say Wama Anzala, Kaza. They don't say Wama Anzala Shajar. They don't say Wama Anzala, whatever Aliyashia. They don't say, maybe the tree, the idols we worship did not send you. They say themselves, they mention Ar-Rahman there. So it is clear that people know what is true, but they just, chose, because of the darkness Allah has placed in them, to take the light, the truth to be lies. May Allah save us from such pairs of people. They said, in antum illa teksibun. If not only you guys are liars, you've lied. And those people, the tafsir there is, they said, why should we lie? Allah knows that we are truly messengers. We don't ask you for any reward. We don't ask you if we are liars and we are fake. That means we would have asked of something from you, maybe a position or, appointment of being, part of your government. We do not ask nothing. We only said, this is a message from Allah, and we tell you to receive it. So they said, Allah is Shaheed. And, Tafsir Tabari said the same, and Tafsir Ibn Kathir also explained that, the true messengers brought the same message, and they said Allah is, Shaheed Baini wa Bainakum. And when Allah even was telling Prophet Muhammad the stories of Anbiyas that has come before him, most of them said the same thing. They said, Wama ajriya illa Allah. Our reward is only from Allah, not from any of you. We are only told to give the message. Give the message. To you is to believe or not. And that's the same thing Allah told Prophet Muhammad, that for you is just to give the message. I guide whoever I guide wants to receive the message. Now they proceeded. They said, Wa ma alayna illa balagul mubin. We that we have come to you, what we come with is balagul mubin. What is clear? A clear message from Allah, a clear guidance that will tell you that believe in one God, the one who give you life. You sleep in the day. I mean, you work, you enjoy the livelihood in the day, and Allah give you the day, the night time, so that you can rest. We give you signs, we explain the signs that you see with your eyes that your heart does not connect to. We are here to explain it to you, but you call us liars. They said these are signs that we have come with balagul mubin. We have come with a sign, with a message that is clear. There is no doubt about it. You yourself know. You know that it's from Ar-Rahman. You mentioned it, but you call us, you call us liars. We have seen bad signs around you. We do not see something that is good in you. And they, they said, who are you to think, what you, and they are fearful. The asar that they said they see in them, they see a sign that the true message, and they know that if the messenger stay too long with them, they might be convinced, and they don't want the light. They said the sign they see them is like it's going to take them out of darkness that they have. But they see it to be light because they were enjoying the livelihood, they were enjoying the sustenance, they were dwelling, in what Allah has given them. So they don't want to get out of that. They know that the message is true, but they said we see signs, a bad sign. People that are bad people, they see what is good to be bad. They see what is bad to be good. They twist it around. So they said, we see bad signs in you. What they meant by that is what the messengers has come, which is the light. It's going to take them out of the darkness. But Allah Akbar, they love darkness. So they want to be there. They said, we need to send them out real quick so they don't take us out of what we are currently enjoying. And we see not you to be among those who will help us in what we are enjoying. You are not going to be part of us. You are not going to, live a life just like the world of today. You see folks that are drinking, going to the club and stuff. And if you are one, maybe you just pray, for example, and they know that you cannot join them in their dealing. So they don't want you among them. They don't want you among them, and vice versa. The people who are, go to the mosque, they don't want the other people to. So they're going to tell you, just go, you go do your thing, go pray. We don't want you here. They don't want you to take them out of what they are enjoying, which is just a temporary determinant, which is going to lead them to what is, going to take them into punishment of Allah. But they don't want you to take them out of it, and the light of Allah is what has been, taken away from them. That is why they see their darkness to be a light, which is the opposite of it. And they said, we're going to stone you, and we're going to stone you bad. We're going to, for you, we're going to stone you if you don't leave here real quick. If you don't live here, punishment from us will befall you. We're going to punish you so bad, and we're going to imprison you. We're going to deal with you. People will see that, oh, we have punished you. But the messengers of Allah, they do not care. They said, do what you will do. Allah, His witness. Allah will bring you and us back on a date which is going to justify what you have done to us, which is wrong. For us, we have been sent. We have nothing. We have been, it's ordained, and we are supposed. We give the message. We don't care even if you stone us. Do what you do. We will not leave because of your, what's the word? You are scaring us. We're not going to leave just because of that. We will give the message. And this is also a reestablishment. All of this is summarized and circulated for Prophet Muhammad to know that there are people who have been bad. Evil people have come before you, and my messengers has faced them. So prepare your mind. The messengers before you were messengers to what different nations. You are a messenger to the whole humankind. So prepare yourself that the situation would be more tight for you. Those are one of the reasons why Allah is reminding Prophet Muhammad that take this story of people before you. Take how my messenger has come. Take how the people of their time has deal with them. And that is why when Prophet Muhammad started expressing some of this, he was able to adhere to some of it to survive it. But there were some that shook him a little bit, just like Taif, just like Badr, the Battle of Badr. All of those before Allah said, we send angels to support them. And in Taif, we all know the story how they stoned Prophet Muhammad himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we know what becomes of those, the prayer he made. Then Allah rewarded him when he says in Surah Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, Allah said, we hear your cry, the tears that you used to pray to us in Taif. Allah said, we seize that, and we have given you the highest rank, which is Ubudiyah. The highest rank is, Allah called him. Allah said in Surah Al-Isra, we raise our servant. Allah used the rank of Ubudiyah for Prophet Muhammad, which the scholar said that is the highest rank, because there has been no one that has been raised to that level by Allah, in that space of time and a period. So this is a different breakdown of these verses for us to know that our messengers has come with the truth, and we have received the truth. And that's why when you go to Surah to Yunus, Allah said, even if we send messengers with all the signs in this world, we send angels, these people will still not believe. Their heart is closed. It's close to the truth. So this is also a reestablishment for people who are seeing the truth today. People who see Muslims praying, people who hear the Quran, they hear the Azan, they have no excuse. Remember, said in previous verses of this surah that, Allah said, when Allah told them that, messengers have come before them, but they disbelieve. Allah said, so they will not come with us with an excuse, that, people have come, our forefathers, this is what they are doing. Allah said they have no excuse. They see, they hear, and they listen to what my message, they listen to my message that is being recited to them every single day. They see themselves, and when there's a very sweet verse in Surah to Yunus, Allah said this Quran, Allahu Akbar. He said, Ya hayyuhan nas, qad ja'atukum maw'izatun min rabbikum. Allah said, a call, a humble call, smooth call, admonition from your Lord, whole humankind. Allah said, it has come to you. See how beautiful this is. Allah does not, now, when proceeded in that verse, and Allah said, it's going to be guidance and mercy to the mu'min. I repeat, Allah said it's a warning, admonition to all humankind. but it will only be a guidance and a mercy to those who believe. That's the difference. Allahu Akbar. So that means the people who listens, though, Allah does not give them the guidance and the mercy to see it as what it is, which is the light. They know it's the word of Allah. They can't bring a sort of it, but they have chosen to disbelieve and try to affirm the punishment of Allah in them. Then Allah make what they're going to do that is going to punish them easy, which is disobedience. Disobedience and not taking what is right for what it is. We're gonna stop here for today. Our brother, I forgot his name, is not here today. I think this answer his question yesterday about the bad omen and the signs. Brother Ajmal, I have an answer for your question yesterday on Abib Daja. I think I have the source. Inshallah, maybe he's on this phone, but I can't go to where it is. Maybe I'll text it, or tomorrow I will unveil it.
You can just text me.
Okay, sir. Inshallah. Yeah, most people conclude that his name is Abib, but he's a Najari from the city, and how even there's a connection to that in the Bible. The original Bible, though, the Old Testament is also, his name is mentioned, mashallah. I try to make more research, alhamdulillah. This section is also getting me, is a learning platform for me. It's a learning platform, alhamdulillah. It's making me double up. Thanks, brother Mustafa.
That's the key element in Surah Yasin. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, brother. Alhamdulillah.
That has so much roots to it, man. And
yes,
not recording, but that's the uniqueness. I think I've been looking at that for the last two Jews. What Allah gave to Rasulullah, the regurgitate to everybody else.
Yes, sir. Exactly. And it's even more interesting that Allah walked the process with him. Allah doesn't leave him to himself. Each step. That is why sometimes when he get caught up and he doesn't receive, something is different, he start feeling what is going wrong. And that is a lesson for us. We also should have the fear that what is going on, are we still in check with Allah? Are we still in connection? Because once we lose the connection and friction, we start having difficulty. But Allah said, once you do what I've told you, leave the rest to me and I will take care of it. Allah make it easy for us all, so that we hold on to what we have and not lose it. Bismillah ta'ala.
Ameen.
I think tomorrow, I think Brother Mustafa knows we might not be able to hold a session, but inshallah, if there's a time, we can make it up, because we're going to be in DC tomorrow for the program.
Inshallah. We'll be in DC with Brother David.
We keep. Okay, then inshallah. All right, sir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Yes, sir. Ameen.